Hi, I'm Pagada12, and today we play with vectors. And here we have one vector. It's very nice to actually see it, okay? And today it's about visualizing vectors. And it's something really strange, as I remember I didn't understand well the vector math back in school, and I believe was because of the lack of visualization. Okay, so that formula there is not so appealing if you can only have one vector with it. Okay, so today we'll play with many more vectors. As you see here, we can see them all, and I believe it's so nice to be able to see them first, and then then maybe the math will come. And today we build this, okay? And I already have a component that I'll this one here, my scattered points. Okay, we did it a couple of times, and I will use it as I have it here. So let's start from scratch. Okay, let's close this. Okay, now first I need a resolution. Okay, resolution of a texture in which keeps my vectors. Okay, so let's use a constant chop like this, and let's go with res x also. Let's go with 1280, and res y it's 720. Okay. And let's have an UV, okay, with this size. So and this UV here is actually a bunch of points. So you see a bunch of tiny points. So for each pixel we have a point, obviously. So I wanna be able to see only one vector or two or just a couple of them. So this tool here, scattered points, okay, it's now it has an input. Okay, so I can input, and I have a resolution for this also. Okay, and now if I multiply those two, okay, I have only these points. Okay, so here I have two sliders. It's actually the values from the level is the reason I use this level. Okay, so with those sliders, if I have 1 here and 0 below, I have no point. If I go inverse, I have all the points. It's a solid wall. And in between, I have just a couple of them. So it's nice to be able to have a slider and provide more particles if you want. So this is how I prefer to do it. Okay, now so we have those points in space, and we want to instance a vector where we have those points. Okay, so let's use a null here. We can name this position. Okay, let's make it pink. Okay, now for the arrow, let's see. We need a line. Okay, so we go with line SOP like this. I would like to have the line on z-axis, and so I go here and have 0, 0, 1. Okay. In plane XZ, I want to have the arrow. Okay, and yeah, let's build the arrow with a circle. So we have a circle here. Okay, now I need this circle to be on XZ plane like this, and I will have a parameter, meaning the dimension of the arrow. Okay, so I don't know, let's have it actually here. Okay, arrow, and if the line is 1, the arrow, the tip, it's maybe 0.1. Okay, now I will use that 0.1 as my radius, like this. And instead of a very smooth circle, I go with 4 like this, and let's go with open arc. Okay, now here, if we play here, I will like to go round again, and because it's better to, okay, from here, so 270 here. Okay, and in this, like this, and now only 2. Okay, this is the arrow now, and yeah, the center of the circle, it has to be 1 minus the radius. So the radius is the arrow here, and the center on the Z is 1 minus this. Let's see, maybe something wrong. Like this. Okay, now we good. So let's merge those two. In the file, I'll give you. I make this arrow in a component, but yeah, it's so. Let's see. We have this arrow. Okay. Now let's go in a geometry. Okay, let's make this black, and we take instancing. We use this for RG. Okay, we have a bunch of. Let me split here and see the geometry. So we have a bunch of vectors now. All of them are way too big. Okay, and let me, because we have a very slow FPS now, let me go a little bit down with the resolution. Okay, like this. So the vectors need to have a different length than one, obviously, and some directions, and we want to see them in a XY plane. And so let's go with noise for having those directions. Okay, so let's use this. Okay, and this has to be 32 RG and not monochrome. Okay, now I will go with the offset to 0. So here I have my directions. So let's use null here. Okay, and now let's multiply this scatter also with this, and here in this texture now let's use a null, and we make this pink, and this is a rotate to vector. Okay, so we use this here. Instance 2, we go with plus Z, and any of the second or third option. So R, G, and B. Okay, now everything is in XY plane, but still the vectors are way too big. So let's do this. Let's compute the length from here. So we use a mod. Okay, we go with length, mask the alpha and monochrome. Okay, and yeah, we can multiply this texture also with the scatter. It's not necessary, but yeah. So this is scale. Okay, now we use this scale here, and we only scale on Z with R. So now we are much better. Okay, still the values are way too the length is way too big. So we can make something like here we have a scale. Okay, now let me see why. Oh, okay, we scale on Z, but actually it has to be scaled also like this. Okay, now we're good. So here we have a scalar for the vectors. Okay, now let's go back with let's put a material. So I use a constant here. Okay, like this, and let's change the resolution now. Okay, we have 60 fps. Let's play with the scatter. Okay, now we can make the arrows moving, but by playing this noise. So let's go with ABS time dot seconds divided by 30. Okay, so now you notice they are not equal. Okay, some of them are really small and changing the distance always, and we can have them all the same by having a normalization here. Okay, so let's do that. We need a mod. Again, in the file you will get, this will be a component, a folder. So length mask the alpha mono. I always like to set this in mono. If the mono count, I would like to see as a mono texture. So because yeah, it might look strange for me other way. So this is mono, and here we go with divide. So composite, divide, and input 1. Okay, now all of them are the same length. Okay, and we can always use this scaling. Okay, now let's see for the colors what can we do for the colors. I would like to have the colors as they have the orientation. Okay, so for that I use a noise, and let's go with the same resolution, and I connect into the second input. Let's see, I connect this texture here. Okay, and let's see, this is color. Okay, let's make it pink, and let's see. Oh, not like this. So here, R, G, and B. And now we have colors, and if we play with the noise, let's yeah, or you can set what color you want, and if we go with many points, okay, let's have them smaller, like this. Okay, now I want to show you something. Even the vectors, all of them are in a XY plane. If we look from this side, it's something strange. Actually, the arrows are not staying in this plane. Okay, this can be nice. I don't know. I remember, yeah, something like this. And now if I increase this scale, I'll have something strange, right? So how can we do the arrows being in the same plane with the lines? Okay, it's about this rotate up. Okay, so let's go here. So we have to specify up vector being either z or minus z. So if we go with a constant, okay, so let's use a constant. I'll take this as my resolution. The constant is 0, 0, 1, so I go with the vector plus z, and this is RGB. Okay, and let's name this rotate up. Okay, and now use it here, R, G, and B. And let's look now. Now everything stay in the plane. Okay, so yeah, this is the way I like to actually see the vectors. Okay, and by seeing so many as here now, you will not be able to make some math maybe, because it's not clear. But most of the times you only want to see 2 vectors there or 3 vectors, and so everything you build up judging that would stay clean and true for millions of vectors. So yeah, this was my tutorial. I really hope you like this, and thank you so much for your support. See you in the next one. Bye.